Okay, so today is day 16 and we caught a loss on this one here. If you look at the actual terminal, here it is. Today's Monday, 22nd of December, 2025. The trade was on US CAD, and this is basically what happened here. So if we look at the metrics so far, remember I'm being completely transparent with it. Especially when I show the losses because it's part of the journey. But so I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty close to this account almost being blown. So right now in drawdown is 8.5, right, percent. But anyway, let me show you the trade that I took. It was this one here. I'll walk you through it. All in all, even though I know it's a loss, I'm not mad at it because I followed my rules and it was a good trade just in terms of the setup. Unless there's something I completely missed, but yeah, it looked good to me. So don't look at this candlestick. This is a new day. So yesterday, which was this day, we was looking at this closure, right? So you can see it had closed above this range and this range here. That's why I have these two daily levels drawn here. And then, you know, let me put it there. So you know what we're doing. We're just waiting for it to, so on the new day. So here, cool. So it breaks below it. And then now I'm just waiting for it to break the range and then break out above. So for example, just so that you can visually see what I'm talking about. Okay. So as we can see, it's getting pretty close there. So the next level, boom, boom, boom. So that would have been the range that we would have been following. This one here. And then boom. So it breaks. I set my buy limit for the slight pullback, which is there. So I was actually entered on this red candle. And then I was just aiming for 1-to-1. And, you know, it was in profit for like 15 minutes on one of these candles. Then it pretty much just dropped big time here. And then for the rest of the day, it just went down, 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 down. So, like I mentioned, the biggest thing that I've been wanting to do, especially with this account and just with trading in general, is stick to my rules and stick to my setups. So even though I've caught quite a lot of losses here, and the win rate is literally 25% for me here. I'm not of course it would be nice if it was, was growing the account, passing them payouts, that would be great. But at the same time, it's also a win for me just knowing that, okay, I'm sticking to the plan, I'm sticking to the setups I know, and I'm not like constantly switching and hopping to different stuff. So so that was on the daily time frame. Something I'm really looking forward to is starting my scalping account pretty soon in the next week or two. Just because I seem to be a lot more accurate with the scalps. So today I did take two forward testing ones. Once again, I'm going to be transparent here. The first one that I took ended up being a loss. And then, hold on. So, hold on, let me show you what I was looking at on gold. So we're going to take this back here to the beginning of here. Cool. Boom. This candlestick breaks out above this range and this range. I draw under the 1 hour levels and then scale down to the 1 minute. Oh, let me put this here. 1 minute. All right, so I'm gonna wait for it to break below the blue line, should I say. Okay, so it finally breaks below here. It didn't break below it. Technically broke, but didn't break and close below it. And then we had a close up here. Now, it was quite high. I like to buy on the pullback, so um, I didn't I didn't do that. Even for 1-to-1, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, 1-to-1 will still could have been there, but I just want to catch on a pullback. It gives me a much better risk to reward. So I'd set it here. I got triggered, but then immediately it just dropped. Like literally the next minute dropped. So technically that's a 1R loss. And then yeah, so when it broke out again, I had this. Look how close this one was. Let me just make this like that. I wanted to get in on a pullback, and this is where I'd put the buy limit. And as you can see, it never got hit, and price just skyrocketed. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. So that's actually something that I missed because I wasn't on the charts all day today. So technically, I did get entered. I got entered here, and it went up to what is that? A 0 point. Yeah, so that would have been technically 2 losses, right? And then we have the third entry, which when I'm scalping, I think just because I'll be taking scalps and I'll be having smaller sizes, I'm probably gonna give myself. This is the thing. I'm just gonna back test and just see, because I know there's someone else that's doing this with the CCT, and he takes like every single setup that happens on the day. I'm guessing with his positioning, he must have pretty small positioning, in my opinion. But yeah, on the third one, this would have been really, really good because, as we can see, it breaks below the second one, which is great, and then it goes back into here, right? So, you know me, I like to get on a slight pullback. Honestly, I feel like my pullback entry, buy entry, would have been at the blue line. Stop there. Now, because we took these 2 losses, I probably would have been going for at least a 1-to-2, if not these highs here, which we know it did get to that. So I would have been entered by here, and then just trailing stops here once it breaks those levels here, and it just like carries on running, right? So yeah, that's the thing, man. Even though these 2 lost, it could have made it all back, plus a little bit of profit on this third one, which is what I really like about the scalping. Because first of all, I'm awake and I'll be able to just sit down and re-enter whenever I need to, and of course, don't force it. But if the opportunity presents itself for the third time and it's clean, then you can take it. So let me go on to the other 2 just quickly. NAS, we can see here. Let me get this line, put it. Yeah, actually, yeah. So first hour of the crossover London New York, it breaks above. As we can see, that's the range. So on the 1 minute, what we're looking for is for it to drop down below, which it does here with a lot of volume, and then it comes back up. Now, I did not take this, but once again, let's just be real. If I would have, and I think there's probably people that did, that would have been a loss. That would have been a loss. Even if you had it all the way down here at this swing point, that would have been a loss. And I'm not sure if it ended up okay. If it ended up getting back above it, let me see if it did. Because I was not watching this, to be honest. Let me check the hourly. Yeah, I don't think there was actually a trade here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, now we're out the zone. So now US 30. Now, I'm not familiar with the futures market too much. I know you can trade gold on futures and you can trade the NASDAQ 100. I'm pretty sure you should be able to trade if you can trade the NAS 100, then I'm pretty sure you should be able to do the Dow. Let me just say US 30, right? I think that should be on there. If it's not, then okay, it is what it is. But I've been seeing some pretty consistent, really nice plays on the US 30. And I don't think anyone else is really talking about this when it comes to CCT. They're really looking at gold and NASDAQ, which of course there's opportunities. But let me just get rid of all this and show you why the NAS, I mean the US 30 is looking really good to me, right? So first hour, boom, right? Let's get this 1 hour. So obviously it breaks this. What else? Breaks this. What else? It breaks a lot, quite a few of them to be honest. Breaks this. And breaks this. Boom. So we got 4 potential areas, right? So we're gonna get this, draw this here. 1 minute. Then bang, right? Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so immediately it breaks below here, right? Now, I don't know, this is like a gray area for me. I'm not sure if that counts on the on the new hour, or do you have to wait for like here, right? But let's say you don't get in there. Okay, so it breaks below here, and then it breaks back above. So entry here. Now I'm gonna give you 2 scenarios, right? So we can do the one where you have it below here and then you're targeting here, or you can do the one where you have it there and then you're putting it below here. Let's just see how both of them play out. Now for me, I know it's like hindsight and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna say, let's say we take this one with a tight stop loss here for, let's say, a 1 to. Okay, I did mention that when I do start my account, I'm probably just gonna be going for 1-to-ones for the first week, just so I can have a nice cushion. So a 1-to-1 is literally there, right? Let's just put it up a little bit just for like commissions and spread, right? Let's see if any of these get hit. Okay, that got very, very close. Boom. And then, yeah, so first position would have been a stop out. Got very, very close, but that one got stopped out. So, moving on, as we can see, it's broken out again, and we can see that there is another opportunity to enter here. So, 1 unit of loss so far. We get on a pullback on the blue line, which, as you can see, we would have been triggered there. Stop below here. Where's the wick? The wick is there. Okay. So 1-to-1. 1-to-1 is very reasonable. Then let's say you want to be greedy and you want to go for you're trying to hit these highs here. Right. Let's see what happens. Boom. 1-to-1 smashed. Then hopefully when you're in like this big, big profit, hopefully you're trailing your losses, right? But yeah, I think probably if you was break even, it might have been taken out here. When I'm in big profits like this, I think I'll just be leaving it at maybe just at the entry and just letting it run, right? But it does eventually get to, did I hit it? Boom, there it is. So eventually you get that 1-to-6 on the second entry. First one was a loss. Second one, you get that money back. Then, if you had gone with this, then, you would have been up 5R. Plus the gold, you would have been up, what was that, close to 7R, 6R, in that one day, with the losses in there as well. So that's it. in terms of my actual FTMO account, what I'm planning to do is, because realistically I have 1 unit left, and when I say 1 unit, I just mean 1 trade left. So if that one loses, then the account's pretty much blown. So what I'll do is, with that last one, I'll see if I can enter scalps with it. I don't know how my positioning will look, but I do want to try at least on live. So that's what I'll do if there's any coming up this week. Well, there definitely will be because I always see them every single day. But that's about it. Cramson Capital is also doing like a 2 week, like, I don't know what you'd say, like a course or like a mentorship on YouTube where he's just walking you through exactly CCT. So definitely check that out. I'm pretty sure if you watch this video, you already know that. But if you haven't already seen that, definitely check that out. I'm going to be tuned into that. But yeah, that's about it. Take care, happy holidays, and let's see what happens tomorrow. God bless.